Hello guys, welcome to the new puzzle in the playlist. So, I hope you enjoyed the previous puzzles. Now, let's look into one more interesting and most asked interview puzzle. Pay an employee using goal of 7 units. Now, let's see the problem statement. In this problem, we have two people. One is employee. So one is employee and another is employer. So employee comes to the employer. Let's say this is employee and this is employer. So employer hires employee, okay? And employer has a golden rod of 7 units. 7. So you can think that as 7 rupees. Now the employee works for 7 days and each day he should get 1 rupee or 1 unit. Each day he should get 1 unit to his account, or he should be awarded with 1 unit of the golden bar. Now, but the twist here is the employer can cut this 7 unit rod only 2 times. Only 2 times. Only 2 times the employer can cut this rod. Now you have to tell a possibility of distributing this golden rod to this employee with these constraints, where at the end of second day the employee should have 2 units, at the end of seventh day the employee should have 7 units. So at the end of each day the number of units the employee has should be increased by 1. The number of units need to be changed every day by 1, and the employer can cut the golden rod only 2 times. Let's say we don't have this constraint, then happily employer can cut the rod every day and give 1 piece to the employee every day to meet his demand. But the constraint here makes the problem interesting. The employer can cut only 2 times in the entire 7 days. But still, we should be able to increase 1 unit for the employee every day. Pause the video and think of some feasible solution. Now, let's dive into the solution. If you are able to solve this puzzle on your own, then it's absolutely fine. But if you're unable to solve this puzzle on your own, you will find interesting and crisp solution to this puzzle. So let's say we divide the bar, which is 7 units, into, we can cut only 2 times, right? So let's cut here and here, and the sizes of these bars are 1, 2 and 4, right? Now you cut we have cut this bar at 2 places, so the total number of cuts is 2 and the total number of pieces are 3, because we get 3 pieces from 2 cuts, and the sizes of the pieces are 1, 2 and 4. Now let's, on the end of the first day, the employee should have 1 unit, so we will give this 1 unit bar to him. At the end of first day we will give this bar. Now at the end of second day the employee should have 2 units, so what we will do is we will give these 2 units Now let's write a table. What I have, what the employee have, employee have, and the employer have. And the days are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Initially, the employer have 1, comma 2, comma 4. But after the day 1, he gives 1 to the employee. He will be left with 2, comma 4. Now, in second day, we have to give one more unit to the employee, but the employer has 2 and 4. What he will do is he will give this 2 to the employee and takes 1. So employee will have 2 and the employer will have 1, comma 4. He exchanged 2. He gave 2 and took 1. So the employee have 2, the employer has 1 and 4, and the employee has 2 units at the end of day 2. Now, at the end of day 3, the employee should have 3 units. So the employer has 1, comma 4, the employee has 2 units bar. So the employer can give this 1 unit to the employee and he will have 2, comma 1 with employee and the employer will be left with 4. Now, at the end of day 4, he should have 4 units. So the employer gives 4 units to him and takes 3 units back. So the employer will be having 2, comma 1 with him and the employee will have 4. In this way, his number of units increased by 1 by this exchange. What we want is we can do whatever exchange we want, but by the end of the day, his number of units should be increased by 1 for the employee with these 3 pieces. So he has 2, comma 1, but it increased to 4 by taking a 4 bar and giving these 2, comma 1 bars to the employer back. Now at the end of 5th day, the employee should have 5 units, so he will take this 1 unit bar, so he has 4, comma 1, and the employer is left with 2 units bar. Okay, now at the end of 6th day, he should have 6 units, so employer will give 2 units and take this 1 unit back. So at the end of 7th day, he should have all the 7 units. So the employer will give this 1 unit to the employee. So totally we are left with 4, comma 2, comma 1, 7 units. You can see these are binary numbers 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. So by using binary numbers or by using let's say you have 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2. Actually, these are the with these numbers you can form any number between 1 to the whole summation. Like if you cut 1, 2, and 4, if you cut the rod 7 into these 3 pieces, you can form any number by using these 3 bars. So basically what I mean to say is, let's say you have a 13 unit bar, or let's say we have a 15 unit bar. If you cut this into 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, sum of all these numbers will be equal to 15. And by these 4 bars, you can form any number between 0 to 15. That's the principle. So if you have any number that is 2 power n minus 1, you can break this into 2 power 0, 2 power 1 up to so on 2 power n minus 1. You can break because sum of all these numbers 2 power 0, 2 power 1 and up to 2 power n minus 1 is 2 power n minus 1. So 2 power n minus 1 can be broken down into 2 power 0, 2 power 1 and up to so on 2 power n minus 1. And by using these pieces, you can form every number between 0 to 2 power n minus 1. That's what we have seen. We have broken, this is 2 power 4 minus 1. We have broken down into 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 because sum of 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2 power 2, 2 power 3 is 2 power 4 minus 1. We have broken this into these pieces, and by using these four pieces you can form any number between 0 to 2 power 4 minus 1. So that's what helped us to form 1 2 3 4 5 6. By using pieces 1 2 4, we are able to form numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 by using these three pieces 1 2 4. I hope you understood the mathematical intuition behind this puzzle. I hope you like the solution, how interesting the solution is. I hope you clearly understood this. And not only for this puzzle is for 2 cube minus 1. You have broken down into 2 power 0, 2 power 1 and 2 power 2. And you can form any number between 0 to 7 by using these three numbers. You have done this for value of n equal to 3. You can do this similarly for any value of n. And you can form any number between 0 to this number. So that's the crisp. I hope you liked. Please share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.